And Conway was a big Elvis fan, as you can imagine, because in 1958, I'm listening to the radio at 8 years old. You know, and I heard this, hit me a C. This is what I heard in 1958 when I heard this on the radio. We had a big old Phil Gold radio about that tall, and every day I had my ear to it. And this is what I heard one day. People see us everywhere. And I went, damn, is that Elvis? But no, it was Conway Twitty. Hey, how could I have wrapped my mind around one day that I'd be doing that with Conway Twitty?
God bless.
It's a God thing, it is. Hey, let me tell y'all what, fate is a hunter. Now let me tell you why I know that, because, hey, a few miles down the road, at 8:30 in the morning, I got in line because I'd never laid eyes on Elvis. But I said, damn it, I'm going to see Elvis. I don't care if he is lying in state. Never laid eyes on him. So I stood in line at 8:30. At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, still this day, I will never know how my friggin' bladder did that. I mean, think about it. 8:30 till 5. But there was, you would have had to have been there. Hey, where are you going, lady? Your bladder? There ain't no paper in there. Stay right there. Stay right there. You got to hear this story. So, I know, I had to go a while ago, but just stay right there. Hey, squeeze really hard. So, God's truth. So, at 5 o'clock that afternoon, I got about from here to the bar. I wish I'd had a bar that day, but anyway, I got about from there to the bar, and they closed the friggin' gates, and I didn't get in. Swear to God, fate is a hunter. So I got in and by the way, if you'd have been there, hundreds of thousands of people, they started rioting, and I went, I don't want no part of this. So I got in my Camaro, and I drove back to Nashville, and I got it. You don't know this about me, but I was a songwriter before that. Now wait, no, I'm not through with this story, Steve. So I got back to Nashville, and there was a guy standing in Scorpion Records office, and he goes, hey Ronnie, I want to do a tribute to Elvis. And I said, man, I ain't wearing no damn jumpsuit. He said, that ain't what I'm talking about. And I said, what are you talking about? He said, listen to this song I wrote. And I said, well, listen to what I wrote when I heard Elvis had passed away. And we put what we had together. Now, think about this. Had I got in to see Elvis, he wouldn't have been standing there. And I wouldn't be here tonight. And that's what I'm telling you. Faith is a hunter. It really is. So, and when I recorded this song, 2 weeks later, I was on American Bandstand, and I'm looking in the mirror. They was putting makeup on my face, and I hate makeup. I hate it, because it makes me look like a corpse. So anyway, they were putting makeup on me, and here comes Dick Clark, and I went, damn, Dick Clark. I can't believe I'm on American Bandstand. He said, Ronnie, you've sold 1 million records in a week. You deserve to be here. I said, yeah, but I'm so glad that y'all pantomime, because I don't really know this song that well. He said, Ronnie, we don't do that anymore. You got to sing it live. I said, oh my God. But if you watch me on American Bandstand, I looked like I knew what the hell I was doing.
Then there came the Platters and Fats Domino and Little Richard and Marty Robbins and Roy Acuff and Hank Williams as my greatest influence. And George Jones. It don't get no better than, he said, I'll love you till I die. Well, George Jones called me and he goes, hey, Ronnie, I want you to do a painting of me getting a DUI on my lawnmower. And I said, George, that's the best idea I've ever heard in my life for a painting. He said, well, can you do it? And so Christmas Day, 3 years ago, I went over, and you may not know this about me, but I paint, so I painted that picture. And I think we have some of them. But anyway, George Jones looked at that picture for 30 minutes. That's right, Grandpa. Grandpa, what in God's name are you drinking over here? How you doing, buddy? Hey, I gotta come over here and say hi to this guy. Grandpa, what do you do? What's your name?
Moose.
Moose! That's your brother? Hey, Moose, what are you drinking?
Leviticus.
What?
You have to taste to find out.
No thank you, Moose, but anyway, it looks like it's doing you a really good job there, Moose. Happy Valentine's Day. Wow, that is cute. Thank you. That's wonderful. Oh, that's for me? Well, thank you. Isn't that sweet? Thank you. I love you too, honey. There you go. Hey, by the way, I have a new book out. I'm going to do a little promoting now. That's right. Now, this is the book, and the only book that I'm going to write about me. Now, I write books. I have another book that I just finished about my great-grandfather. And by the way, he went to the California Gold Rush in 1849 on a horse. He left Nashville on a horse. It took him 8 months. I have his diary, and that's why I wrote this wonderful love story, and it's about my great-grandfather, our great-grandfather, and on his journey in Oklahoma. I never will forget, because in his diary he heard this. And he said, I don't like the sound of those drums. And there was a voice coming out of the wilderness and said, well, he's not our regular drummer. True story. That's a joke. But anyway, the book is a true story. It's called The Fever. That's the novel that I've just finished. But this is the story of my life. It's called Bringing It to You Personally. Imagine why, because of the song. And it's probably the only book I'm going to write about me. And I tell you what I did. I didn't hold no bars back, but I did keep it positive. I didn't do anything negative. I could have, but I didn't. Scott England, the actual author, is here. Scott, step into the doorway and say, hey. There's Scott right there. Hey, I got to tell you, the guy that brought my lunch today at the Italian restaurant right down the street, I'm going to get, do you have this? You do now. Hey, so one good turn deserves another. There you go. Thank you, sir. But anyway, also, I'm going to show you a couple other things in a minute. But everybody up here is going to do something for you. Now, Jody, my nephew, my brother's son, is now a deputy sheriff and is serving warrants. Why he wants to do anything like that in today's world, I have no earthly idea. But I got to tell you, when he was a little boy, he came up to me and he said, Uncle Ronnie, he said, you know how Hank Snow did I... Drunk lady, listen up. So I got to tell you, let's go back 4 years before that. I'm driving down the road. Can y'all hear me in the back? Bartender, can you hear me? bring me a drink. I'm just kidding, I don't drink anymore. I freeze it and eat it like a popsicle. So, let's go back 4 years before older women and watching girls go by. So I'm driving down the road. I want to know why that I have something going on in my speakers here.
Because we're so close to the stage, he's trying to get you up so they can hear you back there.
I think what it is because you guys are playing too damn loud.
I told Ronnie he won't listen to me. Turn down, Ronnie.
I'm just kidding, buddy. Hey, I appreciate you being up here and playing with us. Thank you, Doug. Thank you. I rarely get to see him, and when I do, he comes out and does this with us, and I appreciate it. And I will introduce them boys to you in just a few minutes, but let's go back to 1977. How many were around in 77? Now hold up your hand. Bunch of liars here tonight. I'm driving down the road in my 77 Camaro. And the DJ comes on and he goes, "It's official. Elvis Presley has passed away." Well, me being a songwriter, hey, by the way, y'all may not know this about me, but in 1972, when I got out of Vietnam, one of the first people I wrote a song for was Johnny Cash. And I wrote this song just before. Let me do just a little of it for you, because I have written songs for everybody and his uncle, and George Strait makes me so much money you would not believe. So thank you, George Strait. Now wait, but when I was 21 years old, I wrote this song for Johnny Cash. And I walked into the House of Cash in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and I said, "I have written you a song." And in my best Johnny, do you mind?
Yeah,
okay.
You gotta down the whole thing at once.
I ain't down in the whole thing.
1, 2, 3, go.
Go!
Come on. Show me what you got. Go.
No. But I will tell you, from Pottsville, Pennsylvania, my favorite beer is Yingling. So let me set this right here after I have another sip.
Go.
Thank you, sir. But I got to tell you, so I'm driving down the road in my 77 Camaro. Turn the radio on. Hey, y'all. All you drunks, listen up. Turn the radio on and the DJ goes, "It's official. Elvis Presley has passed away." He went on. And Elvis had already gone on, the Wilburn Brothers and Jimmy Snow. And Hank was singing that song, and the whole crowd was going, "We want Elvis, we want Elvis." And Hank Snow, right in the middle of "I'm moving on," he goes, "Well, if you'll just let me finish this number, the little bastard will come out and sing you another song." Now there's one you won't hear everywhere, but it's true. I love that story. You know who told me that story? Jimmy Snow, Hank's daddy. I mean Hank's son, because Jimmy said, "My daddy would say anything to anybody, anywhere." Well, I got to tell you, my nephew up here, he said, "Uncle Ronnie, you know how Hank Snow did I've Been Everywhere?" I said, "Yeah, why?" And he said, "Well, you know all these little towns around here where we live in Nashville?" And I said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, I put all of these together." And he said, "Listen to this. This will absolutely astound you, I promise you."